Hello everybody, my name is Shortline 614. I am just waiting to see if, oh yay, it does indeed work. Okay, a bit of backstory. Turns out my stream, last week in the middle of a stream, it decided to die, and, I just wanted to make sure if I could actually still do this. Looks like I can. Let me just check on Twitch. It is okay. Let me just, on Restream, it says it's going. Let me just check on YouTube. There we go. Test stream. There it is. Did the alert go out on Discord? Yes, indeed it did. And, now I'm actually going to, Jeep Studios. Booga, I can hear you. Yes. Now, I'm actually going to send out, something, real quick. So let's just... Let's see if that works. Yes, it does on Twitch. Funny Meme Railroad, indeed. Why are 4 people watching? This was just I'm just trying to test some new shit out. Oh, why are y'all here? Oh, wow. Yeah, hold up. Let me go back into Streamlabs. What if I type something in on Twitch? Does it show up? I have a chat box, which I'm testing out. Okay. Turns out on YouTube. Okay, let's try this out. Let me get a chat box installed, a secondary chat box. Add a new source instead. Chat box YT. Yes, it shows up. The YouTube chat doesn't show up, which I'm kind of annoyed by. Visual settings, test color, use current frame rate. Okay. Let me go back into Streamlabs OBS. Let me go back into Streamlabs OBS. Twitch follow, yeah, on Twitch. Not on YouTube, though. Add alert variation. No? Yes, it does show. How about if I go onto Restream, Live Studio, Analytics. I'm still trying to set a lot of this stuff up. Scheduler, campaigns, destination. Okay, so it turns out that it's only gonna come up on Twitch. Yeah, this is just a test stream. No one should really be watching this. Copy URL. I just have KSP up because that's what we're gonna be playing later. Let's see if I go into Streamlabs OBS, and then let's say I add in image game capture alert box, subscription goal, chat box. Let's see. Okay. Chat box YT. Can I edit the source? Yes, I can. Widget editor, font color, chatter, muted chatters, source. There's stuff going on in the background. Always show messages. 1 second, guys. It does? Hey, it does. That is epic. Okay. What if I just delete chatbox YT? What if I say Allah? Will it still show up? Somebody chat something on YouTube end, on the YouTube end. Allah, hey, there it goes. Okay, now, somebody, please, excuse me for all the stuff in the background. Somebody please unfollow and then refollow. Hello, Southern. Can somebody please unsubscribe and then resubscribe and see if it works? there's people in the background, that's why. I ate meme? Yes. Patrick, oh, thank you. Let's see if that does indeed work. I'm currently getting nothing. Why did I open the file folder up? Tell me if you did it, because, I'm still trying to figure out. I did it? Okay, it's not showing up right now. What if I send another Twitch follow test? What if I send another test on Twitch follow? Will it show up then? It shows up on Twitch, but not on YouTube. Huh. All widgets. Let me... What if I add in another alert box? No? It still just says on Twitch. Oh, that sucks. Well, I did get the it should give me a notification when somebody subscribes on YouTube, no matter what. But, subscriber history, you do not have any subscribers. That's a lie. Twitch raid, yeah. Wait. Okay, hold up. Let me go into Streamlabs OBS one more time. And if I go to not reaction clips, shit. Prime website. Huh. Advanced. Okay, apparently it will only show stuff on Twitch, which is kind of dumb. But it will show the YouTube chat, which, that's good enough for now. I'm gonna have to make a custom, like, logo and sound for it eventually. But, I have about 30 minutes to do whatever. Hold up. Let me get this up. I have about 30 minutes to do kind of whatever. Funny Jack Valor, I ate a dog for breakfast. Jack, follow me on Twitch, you debil. You debil. Let's just load in real quick. Let's do something quick. Oh, I heard the, Funny Jack Valor is now following on Twitch. Dude, epic. So let me just... I only have, obviously this is a new save, the past two YouTube videos of Shortline Space Program episode 1 and 2, which I threw episode 2 together really freaking quickly within about 4 hours, but we still just have the station up here, which is good. Later today I want to stream, obviously, KSP, but what I want to do is... I'm in Chattanooga? Oh, that's pretty epic. We have the trust segment, but I want to add the fuel, which is going to the fuel segment, which is going to go back here, and then the crew and docking segment. And then, let's check. I also want to add a refinery to this just in case, and a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, so... so yeah, we have 3 more launches to complete this station. If you haven't watched the first 2 on YouTube and BitChute, the first 2 videos where I assemble this thing, I recommend y'all go do that. Let's see. I still have about 50 minutes, 45 minutes. So let me go back to... Let's do something real quick. Let's do the epic. Chesapeake 10F. Now, I haven't showed this off to anybody just yet, but... this right here, the Chesapeake 10F, it's a flyback booster, which is pretty nice. I built this. And if you don't know what this is, I might reduce the size of the chat. I don't know. What's TVRM? Oh, nice. So this is a flyback booster, obviously. This, basically the first stage of your rocket has wings and you fly it back like a plane. And, let's, how about we fly this, shall we? Let me give this a nice demonstration. While I was going to make a video on this. Actually, I'm probably still going to make a video on this, but, KSP, please work. Oh, there we go. There we go. Bill Faring. Let's see, 95. I would like to get the 55, 50, 64. Or, nope. Edit. Yeah, 86. So, let me give a bit of a demonstration of this thing. Of this, beauty right here. Let me also adjust the staging on this thing. But, so yeah, this, if you don't know, is something called a flyback booster. Basically, it is a type of... Shit upstairs. A flyback booster is a type of reusable rocket where your first stage has wings, and in my case it also has jet engines, and you fly the first stage back to a runway. And this is, of course, this is called the Tangier. Well, it's the Chesapeake 10F, the Chesapeake being my one of my main series of rockets, and then F stands for flyback. So I'm going to give this a bit of a demonstration. Just because I feel like it, and actually give people a reason to watch this. So, there we go. The thrust to weight ratio on this thing is kind of shit, but cannot quick save while about to crash. Oh yeah, I habitually quick save with this thing, which is kind of dumb, but it's fine. So yeah. Obviously, we will begin our gravity turn. So, the big epic thing about this is this is fully functional. This works. Basically, once the first stage runs out, the second stage will go on its way to orbit, obviously, and then the first stage will continue, and it will fly back to the to the launch site. And this thing is kind of annoying to fly initially in the lower parts of the atmosphere with the rocket, because... Holy shit, okay. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. Oh god. But, this thing isn't the best thing in the world, but it works. This was more of a proof of concept to see if I could build something like this more than anything else. So yeah. And then, sure, 15 kilometers. Fine. Me and KSP when not everything is balanced. This is actually... Yeah, launching this is... let's just say interesting. I need more control on this thing down here. But other than, like, the initial launch, it actually flies really well. This thing can lift about 10 tons, 10, 15 tons to orbit. And, as you can see, our first stage is about to cut out. And there we go. Note that these jet engines don't actually run during launch. So, as you can see, there they go. This will go on its merry way. That can lift something to orbit if I really wanted to. But for now, we pitch this over. This is the interstage, of course. You don't jettison the interstage until you get to your apoapsis, which for us that's 63 kilometers. This thing can get to space by itself, which is which is very nice. I want to see if I can actually make like an SSTO version of this. I want to see if that would be feasible. Huh. I think we figured out what I might be doing soon. Alright, so we're at 60 kilometers. That's good enough. You jettison the fairing. And I need to add Cebatrons to that, so when the fairing goes, it takes the interstage along with it. But now it's just going to hang very strangely on the top of our thing. And y'all see the the absolute batshit crazy re-entry that this is about to have. This thing has to come down steep. So we're at our apoapsis, obviously quick save. And, yeah. This thing needs to come down at a steep angle. So I keep quick saving the thing. I'm so nervous about flying this thing, even though I know it works. It's just that when I was testing this, I had to... This didn't actually take that long. This took about, like, 8 hours to make, maybe. I might go through how exactly I built it, but I do want to make a proper video on this thing eventually. But, 46 kilometers. That interstage is, of course, hanging off, and I hate it. I need to... I could actually aim. I could aim my camera on the interstage, which is nice. Please fall off. There it goes. So now we're re-entering. Why is that just stuck? That shouldn't be stuck. So now, of course, we are re-entering, and wait, why is it stuck? Oh, there it goes. I flipped out. You have to be very, very, very careful with this thing. And now it goes away. And okay, turns out I just had to quick save. I should really add Cebatrons onto this thing. This thing isn't the best in the world, but it works. It does work. So, here we go. And you'll see you're starting to see the ridiculous re-entry angle that this thing comes down at. It's almost straight down. And then once you get to, like, 10, and then I activate the engines... And then you slowly have to be careful so it doesn't flip out. We're through the clouds. And we are back. Well, we're not back yet. We re-entered. And that's the... If you don't pitch up quick enough, you won't have enough time, and you'll just plant face first into the ocean, which is... So yeah, this thing has indeed re-entered, and now I just need to bleed off all of this speed. Because this thing also, one thing that sucks about this thing is it doesn't like to turn. It hates turning. Alright, 300 meters. Typically I get it down to like 200 maybe. I activate the jet engines just to keep them running, but this thing, when it coasts back to the KSC, it goes supersonic. Well, I already am supersonic. It's supposed to go super high up in the atmosphere, super fast and all that shit. Oh no, doggy. Dog is upstairs. Anyways, We are, I guess we're subsonic now, but it's time to quick save and begin. Let me just quick save, and we'll begin the turning of this thing. We'll begin turning this thing around. And its turnaround isn't the best in the world, but it works. This thing does not like to turn super hard. You have to be very careful while flying this thing. One thing that one of my friends did tell me to do is put the canards, the winglets more up. But this is, of course, still a prototype. It's not... I can improve this thing. Let me pitch up. But this does work. I can land this thing. I'll go, I guess... We'll turn around, we'll start our coast back, and then I'll explain how exactly I built this thing. Because it took a lot of patience. To actually... Oh god. That's the quickest turn I've ever done in that thing. This thing, oh god. Alright, we've turned around. And let's begin our coast back. So, how I built this thing? Well, I wanted to base it off of my Chesapeake series of launch vehicles, more specifically the Chesapeake 1.0, which is one core, no boosters. So what I did is I took the first stage of a Chesapeake, I added the remote guidance unit and the reaction control wheels onto it. Excuse me. And then basically I tried to make this thing a plane. What I did is I tried to get this to fly like a plane. This is the design I came up with. And it took a while. If you want to build a flyback booster, always start with your first stage, and always treat your first stage as a plane, and then do the rocket stuff later. Which explains why I have these jet engines and these fuselages, which help which allow it to actually go back, because I cannot glide this thing for the life of me. And this thing can glide, but not very well. Going through the cloud layer right here, that's of course stock visual enhancements, I think. And that's gonna die in the ocean, but there it goes. But yeah, with jet engines this thing can get up to about 1,200 meters a second, I think. Which is why I might want to make a version of this where it's an SSTO. Wouldn't be able to lift much, but it would work. So yes. Island Airfield, Kerbal Space Center. So, once I get it below 50, I start to throttle down. And then I just let this thing coast, pretty much. Coast the rest of the way. So... it just coasts the rest of the way, basically. Yeah, the KSC is over there. And then I'll come in for a nice landing. This thing has great cross range, by the way. I could probably replace these with fuselages and get some extra payload to orbit. Or maybe just use the jet engines during launch, but I don't know. There it is. There's the KSC. Or, no, is that the island? That's the island runway. And the re-entry from up here is very similar to the re-entry back down on Kerbin. Back down on Kerbin, back down on coming back from the lifting up, you know, the payload. Should probably stop looking at my phone, but here we go. And time to bleed off our speed. So we do that, of course, by pitching up. And quick save, and I'll turn on the engines. S-curve, back to the KSC. I want to try and land on the runway. So that's why I'm going to quick save. So engines up. Oh god, shaking, shaking. And we're gonna land this thing, which is pretty epic. Actually, I should probably turn right now if I want to land on the runway. Yeah, here we go. Oh god. And, landing gear down. And... oh, looks like we're gonna miss the runway, barely. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. And, we're going to deploy our drogue chutes. We're going to cut the engines. Brakes on. And we have landed this thing, which is pretty nice. That is epic. And we will come to a nice stop. There we go. So that's that. All nice and landed. That was actually a pretty good flight. Only flipped out once, but that's because I wasn't really paying attention. But this was just a test stream to test out some new stuff with Streamlabs and to make sure I could stream after my streaming software broke last week. But I'll be back probably with the KSP stream tonight. But thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think if you're, you know, on YouTube, if you're watching the VOD on BitChute as well. If you're on Twitch, please give me a follow, and I'll join the Discord server, and I'll see y'all in the next one.